Hello, good morning. I hope everybody is doing okay. I am a little bit late, but I think that's okay. I apologize for my lateness. I slept through an alarm, but I am here now. I debated whether or not to show up, but then I thought I kind of want to do some stuff this morning, so I came running. But there's not a huge amount of a plan today. This is going to be quite a loose stream. I'm going to do some sketching. I don't do that a lot. I did some last stream. We'll do some this stream as well. But I feel like having a little bit of a sketch. I feel like just kind of shaking the cobwebs on that and trying to draw some bodies. And I was thinking about who to draw. And I'm just going to go back to a comfort character. It's an NPC who has absolutely no right being drawn as much as he is, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to draw my sidereal NPC, Mystic Vale. Good morning, Penguin Queen. How are you? The reason I'm drawing Mystic Vale, despite the fact that he doesn't deserve it, is because he just seems very versatile. He has a lot of hobbies, and I just feel like a lot of poses work. Like, I was just sitting here drinking coffee, and I was like, you know what? I could just draw him drinking tea, and it's what he does. I'm good, thank you. I'm gonna draw the grumpiest joy bringer in all of creation. As he drinks some tea, because I'm just feeling that this morning. You know, I'm just like, this is a draw a character drinking tea in the morning kind of morning. Now I was kind of thinking maybe I'll draw a character who's more like in the position that I'm in, but I don't think that would be Mystic Vale. He's too refined to be hunched over in a blanket. I guess unless he's sick, but I don't think the Exalted get sick. So there's something. Okay, I want to just start off with I'm gonna just throw some shapes in. You know, he's not a particularly big guy. He's quite dainty. Maybe not as dainty as I've done it. God damn. Let's give him a bit of a bone structure. There we go. And we'll shrink this down. We've got some arms. What I'm thinking is that they're just kind of wrapped around a cup of tea. And he could be sitting there, like, kind of meditating with his eyes closed. Maybe like we've got like the thumb on the top of the teacup sort of deal. And then the rest of the hand comes around. We'll just make the teacup a bit bigger. Or maybe he's holding it like so how do people hold mugs? Here is a question. I hold mugs in two different ways. Sometimes I use the handle, and sometimes I completely ignore it. And I don't think there's a rhyme or reason with it. Sometimes I want the handle there as a security. Like I want to like almost lean the back of my hand against the handle of the mug. But other times I kind of want to just have it on the tip of my fingers almost. So I think I need to move it a little bit. It won't be that far around. But I'm kind of like, I just miss it, if that makes sense. Like this. Like this here. I guess I'll make that clearer when it's not just little skeleton lions. And then obviously we've got a table. Like here. Let's put this table in. I feel like the table's fine, but it needs to move. Because he's just on the edge. Let's put you on the table properly. Yeah, let's just move it up there. like this. When it's cold, I like holding it between my hands. Yeah, I think that's a pretty common thing as well, because it's just like a heater at that point. Let's put him on a little stool. Okay, I've got a very basic outline. Now I can try and make it not hideous, I guess. When I'm working, I use the handle, and if it's a chonk mug, I hold one hand on the mug and one on the handle. Ah, if it's a big mug, I think I hold one on the bottom for support. Like, I think it's the same idea, but it's more the bottom than like two on the side. Okay. So when I just want to make sure I've got the head shape where I want it. I know I work things out with circles, but I've also gotten into this habit lately of doing things with squares immediately afterwards to try and get like everything else in order. Yeah, you know what? I might have him look towards the camera. That could be fun. Why are you staring at me while I drink tea? This would be a very long neck. There we go. He's just a very poised gentleman. It's always interesting trying to think of what I'm doing without a reference. So I'm gonna... I have this anatomy walkthrough that I look at occasionally, so I'm gonna get that up on my screen. Have a little bit of a look-see. Good morning, Herf. How are you doing? Welcome on in. I'm doing some sketching this morning. What are you up to? You up to anything interesting? No worries if you just want to have a look. That's good too. There we go. Do the neck in a bit. Just want to get this side skeleton sorted. Doing alright heading to bed soon? Ah, yes, time zones. No worries. That makes sense. So, let's not do the neck yet. Let's get some more structure in here. That's a bit too much of a slouch. Now, I know we've got to have some shape to the ribs here, but slouching is not what we do. Not with this character. I might just take that shape and give it a bit of a twist. No, not a shrink. There we go. Thank you, Photoshop. So you streaming thought it'd stop by? Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna... It's been a while since I've been properly streaming in the mornings. But I'm gonna just keep it going again, I think. It's just been hard getting going in the mornings since it's been so cold. I've been having some issues sleeping, but I'm starting to get past it, which is nice because I like to sleep. And then we want to put these hips in. Spine will be like there. Cool. I have trouble sleeping a lot, so I feel you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's not a common thing for me. Like, I'm usually alright, but... Or if I do, I kind of can pinpoint the reason easily. Like, oh, it's because I had too much caffeine, or it's a particularly noisy night, or something. But this time I'm like, I have no idea. I don't appear to be stressed. Like, there's I'm just a bit like, I have no idea. My brain just doesn't seem to wanna go to sleep. There we go. And then I'll have, yeah. Just trying to think about how all this will go. Need to put the arms on and the legs on now. I'm a bit happier with that shape. Let's pop that shoulder in. So if I follow that round, I think this is where I want this. Basically where I put it. Lengthwise, I think it's okay still. Try and take everything I've kind of looked at when we've been doing some life drawing practices and kind of just trying to put it into practice. But it's also, you know, from memory, so. But what I do sometimes as well is I take those life drawing practices out so I can look at them while I'm kind of creating a pose like this. So that way I can check things. Got these muscles the way they come in. I don't want to make it too defined. I was saying a little bit earlier that this character is not muscular. He's very slight. But he is a dancer. He's a classical dancer, so I do want there to be, I guess, a slight... Like, I want the muscles to be defined, but not big, I guess. I think that's where I struggle in this sort of thing. That's not looking good. I don't like that. It seems to be one or the other. Either no definition or they're just chonk. Okay. I think we just, as long as I get the leg right, I think I'll be happy. So, thinking about how my hips work bone-wise, we've got like... They're kind of like that shape. And then they kind of do that, so... We have like a muscle that comes from here to here. And then one that comes from here to here. So I want to make sure I get that in a decent size. I apologize that my sketching stage always looks a little bit chaotic. There's 150 lines. But I'm hoping that it will clear up in a bit. So we've also got the one on the back side comes down to here. We've got the knee. And then he's gonna have a decent calf muscle. And then I'm gonna trail off before we get anywhere close to the floor. Going for like a 3/4 view, I think, today. And then I do have a mug here. I can totally just look at how my hand will bend if I'm holding it this way. So let's pop it in front of me. Move the handle round, because I've decided it's that way. Interesting. I've noticed that he's holding it in the left hand. At least I feel like it's the left hand now. Now that I'm looking at this pose, which isn't, I guess, wrong, but okay. It does mean I can look at my hand and draw at the same time, so let's go with that. Okay, so my hand naturally wants to do it a little bit different from the original idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break the sketch here so I can move the mug up. Because the mug's more down here. My hand's kind of more resting against the table. And my thumb's more like this. It's kind of curved on top of it. Which is working out, I think. And then we've got the handle of the cup. There we go. I'm happier with that. That looks better. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna just put the stool back in. Put the table back in so I can just turn this line off. And then I guess finally I'm gonna see what this looks like flipped. Yeah, I think we can go with this. We'll see how this goes. Flip it back. And turn it down and do a hydrate. Anybody else who has a drink? I encourage a hydrate along. Num 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 num. That was the last of my coffee, so I think I need to go get some more. So yeah. It seems like a good time, considering I was just about to start putting some details in. So I'm going to go on a 10-minute break to go get some more... Well, I'm going to get some tea this time. And some water, so that I can actually hydrate properly. If you need a stretch, or if you need to go get yourself a drink, or if you need to go do something else, a little chore to help you through the day, it's a good time to do that. Because I am going to be gone for 10 minutes. So I will see you all in 10 minutes time. Hello! Let's try that again, but with the mic unmuted. I am back. I hope everybody had a good break. I have beverages now. I should just be ready to continue. So I am going to keep on going. Let's try and add some facial detail now. Now that I've got the rough guide in place. So I might just, you know, doing about the rough guide, I want to just make sure I get where I want to put all the facial features in before I properly draw them. I'm going to end up with a very off-model wonky face. Okay, so I'm going to just come round. And then we've got the brow. And the cheekbone comes in. Like, maybe not that, that part in, but... There we go. I want to make sure I get the, that cheekbone in. Because he's a very defined face, this character. So we've got the brow will be about here. And the nose. What kind of nose does he have? I don't think there was anything particularly... Usually try to make sure I get the same kind of nose. Like sometimes it flicks up. I think this is what I do for him. It's kind of a longer nose. Has a little bit of a flick at the end. Okay, cool. So as long as I know that that's the case. And then the mouth can go about here. Okay, cool. There's my guide. Now I need to look at his face. There we go. Okay. I think I'm gonna give him a "what are you looking at" expression. He's a very pouty character, this one. And then he has a little cleft chin, which I always need to remember. It's like a detail that I'm quite attached to, so I want to make sure I never forget to draw it. Let me draw this ear. Sometimes I give him an earring. I think today is one of those days. I think, do I want to... How's that? It's looking alright. But we need this to be a little bit more intense. A little bit more pouty. There we go. I think it's just needed a bit more of an extreme arch on these brows. Do I want to do the bottom lines? I don't think I need to. Okay. And then he's got this widow's peak that comes in. Like that. And I quite like looking at his figure. But he has very long hair, so I might have to tie it up. Which I've not really done a lot of. I've not played with his hair a great deal. I'm gonna have to fix where the eyes are looking in a bit. We'll fix the face on the second pass. I know it's a little bit wonky. I think I just want to get all the detail in. If I'm playing with his hair, I'm wondering if I want to just change it up completely. Because usually what I do is I've got, like, he's got the top half of it up, like this. And then the rest of it kind of comes down like this. Part of me is thinking I might just completely change the style to just get the figure in. So I have described him as plaiting it before braiding his hair. So maybe we'll just pull it back in like some sort of braid. That could be nice. Okay. I don't know if I want to put that line in yet. Well, either way, I definitely want to pull it back. Because I like keeping the widow's peak. That to me is just part of who he is. like the little cleft on the chin. Okay, so if I do that, I can keep that line, and then maybe we have this come over the shoulder on this side, so it's just about visible down here. Yeah, I like it. It's different. It's different, but we're gonna go with it. I might tie his shirt in a slightly different way. It's got this customizable top. Which I usually draw kind of going in a V shape, but I might just do it as like a crisscross. I think first I'm going to just try and get this in, and then we'll pop the clothes on afterwards. So the shoulder just might be too low down. I'm not sure. I'm looking at this now and thinking this is quite low. do too many fingers? I did. We do not need 6 fingers, thank you very much. Got the ribs there. Okay, so I'm just going to think that the table's here. Ooh, there we go. See, just a hint of the other leg and the other arm. Come on, Photoshop. Occasionally it loses my mouse pen. Oh, sorry, my tablet pen, and I have to click with the mouse, which is why sometimes there's some random dots. Just reminding Photoshop that it should be working. Okay. I think I want to get... There we go. There and there. So we have a nice little braid going on. Let's give this a flip. Let's just look at how wonky this is and give it a fix. I might just take this onto a new layer so that I can turn down the opacity and try again. It's not like super bad, I just don't think it's quite right. Yeah, like if I feel like I need this to be lower. Yeah, that's looking pretty condescending. There he is. And then this eye is up, so What a face. What a judging face. Just feel like this needs to be in a different place and be thinner. Just get rid of that bit there. Okay. Let's flip it back round. Where should my cheeks be if I have them? Should be kind of here. Good morning, Louie. How are you doing? Thought you'd pop in. Thank you for stopping by. It's going to be a bit of a short, sketchy stream today. Just sketching an NPC drinking some tea. And judging. Drinking tea and judging the world. Okay. Yeah, I'm happier with that face. So now we can put some clothes on, I think. I'm gonna merge it down. Yeah, NPC, non-player character. Just in case that was confusing. So, I want to have this kind of crisscrossing across his body. We'll have the arm on top of it. I want it to be like maybe like a big bow or something today. So this is coming there, and then this other one is coming from here. Where we've got his waist, so probably come a bit more like this. Just mumbly as I sketch. Just trying to figure out where the waistband would be. I always struggle with that. When characters are sitting. Because I feel like it's not going to be that straight of a line. It's more like this. And then he has very... He's the bottom half of his outfit's very flowy. Drawing that sitting, so I've drawn it a few times with bends. I think most of it comes from just the looseness of the fabric. So there'll be a few bends around here, around the butt. And then that, it just absolutely just poofs. Poofs! Like that. I think that's a pretty Fair sketch on the shoulder and front, so have some bends in the fabric. There we go. So sassy. I like it. I feel like I need to remember to put some jewelry on him as well. He's got a magical necklace. He'll definitely have some bracelets as well, so let's neaten that up and then we'll add the jewelry. Okay. So yeah, it's coming from the crisscross here, so. Kind of like a knot. And then there's this big old bow. I kind of want a bit of a different shape going for it. There we are. Ooh, my mouse is gone again. There we go. I do enjoy drawing this really ridiculous outfit, though. There's something about just how flowy it is that I just really enjoy. It can be a pain as well, though, trying to figure this out. Go, there's an outfit. I'm gonna come over to the body lines now and I'm gonna just hide the bits that we wouldn't really see. So that's just all of these legs. then up here, just this stuff. Anything that's going to be interfering with this. There we go. It's now dressed. Hooray! I think I need to come in and just fix a few things with the hair. I want to bring that more in on the neck there. Just the neck is bothering me somewhat with this bit. I'm trying to figure out how it should be connected. I feel like maybe it needs more of one of these. Either way, I need to add a bit of shape for the Adam's apple there. No, I don't like that. That's where this hangs over. Might just be this line instead that's bothering me. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's it. I think I've gotten a good mix of defined but not muscular. Kind of wish I had his head on a tilt as well. I might attempt to move it a bit. I feel like it needs to be tilted. Let's see. Hopefully this isn't going to do a huge amount of damage. Maybe it does need to be ever so slightly smaller. I don't know. Yeah, I think the tilt's working. I think it's helping, not hindering. It's this eye as well. Just feel like it's not focused. Let's group this and do a flip. I think it's okay. Doesn't look weird when I flip it, which is always a good sign. That was good. Thank you very much. Okay, I've just got a few last pieces of jewelry that I need to put on, and then we can do some final lines, maybe. So, I'm gonna put a bangle on here. Need to match that line a bit better. Oh gosh, what's happening there? Why are you... There we go. That wasn't what I wanted. Because the arm is against the table, so it's going to be standing up a bit. Like that. He usually wears these chunky bangles. They're not usually like that huge. There we go. They're just like a little loose on his wrist. Enough that they'll probably clink around as he walks. Like I feel like that would be a notable noise if he was around. You'd just hear the clinking of all of his jewelry. And then where have I drawn his magic necklace? There it is. Usually it kind of, because I've changed the way that the shirt is coming around, there might be a bit of an overlap. Oh no, don't want to get rid of all of it. Let's try that again. Maybe that I bring this line into more of a curve. Pet Mimic Bot has asked a question. If you could be a magical creature, what creature would you pick? I would be a shapeshifter. I feel like that's a pretty obvious answer, but it is the truth. Okay, we sit this on top. A dwarf. You are one already. Ah. I shall interpret that as that you like being one, though. Is it just a height thing? Or is there other qualities of like a mythical dwarf that you feel like you possess? Do you dig too deep? Because this is a very thick band. Pop that on there. And then yeah, it'll sit on kind of like that. It's just an important thing I feel like I need. I might want to add something to his hair because this is a very extra man. Like I just feel like he needs something. Like he'd definitely take the time to braid something else into his hair. I kind of like the idea that he's got like these beads or something. Yeah, I kind of like that. I don't know if that's a thing that you can do, but I mean, he's done it. He's figured it out somehow. Just a height thing. Ah, fair enough. There we go. Come on. Come on now. Need to get rid of all this extra line here so I can make sure I don't accidentally draw a line that I don't want to draw. Okay. And I want to fix up. So this line's fine. It's this line. This bend. It's not very straight, so I am gonna bring out the line tool. Physics doesn't matter to him. I mean, I don't think it does. He's very magical. I'm gonna go with a slightly thinner line than what there was a second ago. Okay. So he is covering this part of the table. And then I can just get rid of the awkward bits here. Just to make sure that's a bit cleaner. And I can pop the smoke back in that I accidentally got rid of. There we go. If he had the choice, he'd probably be the most fashionable. He is the most fashionable. A very fashionable man. Okay. I'm gonna try and give this a final pass. Don't forget about him being judgmental. Oh, I won't. I'm gonna make sure we keep that going. It's his thing. That and the clef in his chin. Those are both his things. Other things are negotiable. Even the Widow's Peak, in comparison, is negotiable. Although that would be one hell of a negotiation. I wonder why he's slightly fancier than usual in this picture. I wonder what he's doing that has required the extra effort today. Like, is he on a date? Is he judging his date? Is it not going well? Who knows? Let's try and get that curve. Ugh, just that last bit. I'm gonna have to break it into two, I think. There's the magical stone. Okay. Gotta put the beads in now. I like his hair braided. I thought I would, considering I described it that way a lot, but I've never drawn it this way. I'm gonna just have it come in. I don't like the way it's flicking out there, so just get the arm in. The hair must be long if his braids are that long. Yes. It was always... I usually draw his hair just around waist or just below it. So it is a really long hair. And I always draw it so like half of it's up. So he's definitely got the length. Takes good care of it. I feel like it's a point of pride. Braided it for the occasion, whatever the occasion is. Whatever it is that I have no idea. It's been specially braided this time. What's the fashionable man drinking? Tea. Green tea. I think. He drinks all kinds of tea, but I'm specifically thinking green tea here. He meets up with one of the players a lot in like a cafe, so it just makes sense to me. I feel like he just hangs about in the cafe a lot. Maybe he's just having a chill after a performance. Ah, maybe that's why he's dressed up. Maybe he's dressed up not for an occasion. Maybe he's dressed up because he had like a show or something. And he's like, you know, this is afterwards. Makes sense. Yeah, or before the show. He doesn't look very tired, so... Then again, I'm not sure if he would. Magical performers. Either way, I kind of like the idea that he's dressed up for performing. Not for anyone in particular. Look at the stool. The tiredness is hidden by judgment. You might be right. If I stare at them like I'm judging them, then they'll never know how tired I am. Maybe that's the secret. I think I wanted to move that over a bit. Okay, just gotta put the table in. That's looking nice now. It's all a little bit clearer. I'm gonna make that a bit higher just so that I don't have to have a run-in with the fingernail there. There we go. I haven't hit save. I should do that. There we go. Let's give it a flip. Let's make sure that I've not messed anything up too badly. Yeah, I think that works from both sides. Part of me wants to add some things to the table, but I don't have a lot of time. Thank you for the mimic pets. Okay, I think this is where I'm going to have to leave it. I want to put some shade on here, but I might have to do that off stream. Just because this is I have to get ready for work soon, so I'm gonna have to leave it. But I quite like where we got to. We got it finished, which is nice. Hydrate! Okay, we'll have a last hydrate and then we will end the stream. So I encourage everybody to hydrate along if you have a drink. Maybe get yourself a drink. Have a little hydrate. Nom 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 nom. He has tea and I have tea. Everything is right with the world. Okie dokie then. Let's see, who else is raiding? Do you know what? Raiding? Who's streaming? I don't think I'm quite awake yet. I think I need to sit back with some more caffeine. Let's go raid Simon. Simon's streaming and I love Simon's art. Simon Red. Let's go give Simon a hello. Yay! Okie dokie. And if you are a subscriber, feel free to use the raid emote we have. Bam. Or not. Come let Simon know where you've come from with the Love Heart version. It's here. Excellent. Thank you for joining, everybody. It's been nice. It's been a nice, slow, kind of short but sweet stream, I think. I'm going to try and stream again tomorrow. We'll see what we're doing then. But until then, let's go have some fun with Simon. So I will see you later. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.